up, Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Oshinoko chapter 166.5. But before I get into this live reaction, we're at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So I can have my full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botch localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, or for Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, which we do have the 1st and 5th episodes available for free on Patreon. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you are a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a Sack Fall anime season coming to a close and more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, well, we have the bonus chapter of Oshinoko, and from what I'm seeing from it, thanks to Twitter user Donut2X, it's a mem chapter, and I am a huge sucker for mem. Mem is my girl, so I'm really excited to cover this. And from what it looks like here, it looks like it's just very much some sketches, which I'm not mad about at all. No. So let's get to this and see what we have in this bonus chapter. Here we go. Hey, everyone, Mem. I'm Memcho, the producer of B. Kamachi. Yeah, that's right. Everyone wanted me to stay in idle forever, right? But things can't stay the same forever, especially with the group's current color. I become someone who supports Bikamachi alongside everyone else. It's not just about me. In today's society, where all kinds of content are consumed by an incredibly fast pace, our very existence is swept away by the wave of turnover and fades into oblivion. Let's see. Slowly but surely, becoming someone's back in the day. There's no such thing as eternity. You can't support your idol because there are times when you're told to support them. So here's what's going on with Kana. Age equals career length. The current position of actress Kana Arima, who has continued to thrive in the entertainment industry for years, currently stands at a new... I fucked this up. Actress Kana Arima, who has been active in the entertainment industry for years, currently stands at a new stage in her career. There are only things I can't reach, so I can stay true to myself. In her current movie, Mushroom, she delivered an outstanding performance worthy of her title as a genius actress. She also appeared as the character Sarah Yokoyama in a Hollywood blockbuster released last year, marking her second major breakthrough following her child actor days. Hold on a second. I'm going to read this part here in a sec. Okay. Let's explore her current position as an actress. Alongside her various career milestones, she debuted as a child model, and her later years, she was already a recognized name. Since the moment she could remember, she has been in front of the cameras. Now, here's the thing I said about Oshinoko's, my problem with Oshinoko, is that prior to the ending, in terms of an epilogue arc, what I wanted, and this would have made Oshinoko have a better ending in the first place, was I wanted each character to have like a chapter or something to kind of give their perspective on Aqua's death and like what they were doing following everything. Now, if we would have had something like this for Arima, like just Arima telling her, her situation as like a chapter, I mean, that would have been great. I don't know why we're getting this here. This is ridiculous. I'm not sorry for saying it, but this should have been in the manga prior to the ending. This should have been an epilogue chapter with Arima telling us what she's doing and showing us what she's doing. It shouldn't have been here. I don't know why it's here. This frustrates me. This really does. This really should have been in the manga as an epilogue, part of the epilogue. All right, so here we go. Akane, regarding her own challenges, she says, I've started to realize that trying to imitate others is not the answer. Again, this should have been an epilogue chapter for Akane, where Akane says this. I believe it's important to establish my own identity. I've come to think that depending on someone else is not the right way to go. Expressing and creating myself have become the core of my growth. Right now, I'm in the midst of a journey of self-discovery. I've probably always been more ambitious and sensitive, and I'm working on accepting those parts of me. On her current interest, she shares, I'm really into the occult lately. The fact that this world exists in itself is almost like something out of the occult. By allowing such things, I feel like new perspectives and insights come into view. Imagine this. Imagine if Akane had her own chapter in the epilogue. Wouldn't it have been cool to kind of see like some of the art for this? That would have been very interesting. And, you know, I know people are going to be saying, well, Packer Girl, didn't Akane, for the good chunk of the epilogue, it was Akane doing the narration. Yeah, I know it was. And that really irritated me too. Why Akane why was she doing the narration of all people? Yeah, and for some of it, I totally, to an extent, I understand. But still, like, I would have liked to seen more of this. I really would have. This should have been in the goddamn epilogue arc. Let's see. Come to think of it, why is it when my Oshi laughs, I feel happy too? They're not family. They're not a friend. They're a complete stranger with no connection to me at all. Oh, and there's Minami and is the one in that image. Let's see. Oh, it says anonymous here. Support activities are a one-sided, distorted relationship. Right? I don't understand what's good about it. I believe support, and then Mem says here, I believe supporting my Oshi is love. And then Mem says, I want to love someone. Unfortunately, we humans were born with such troublesome emotions. And then it goes into Frill Shiranui's retirement work, directed by Taishi Gotanda, portrays the delicate line between life and death, depicting both the ones who are dying and those who are left behind. It is a work that won the Japan Screen Directors Award. And then Mem says, in a time like this, where loving someone is so difficult. And then it goes here. After appearing in A Fly for a Day and gaining recognition for their skills, the actor played a cold-blooded hitman in The Edge of Shadows, delivering a gripping performance that once again attracted attention. Additionally, they received the Newcomer Award at the Japanese Film Culture Awards for their role in the drama At the Bottom of the Red Night. The actor's recognition grew internationally, leading to increased popularity not only in Japan but also across Asia. They continued to broaden their acting range, consistently taking on diverse roles with a stoic attitude. Why is this here? This should have been the epilogue. You know what? Wouldn't have this been great for like instead of Akane narrating? Wouldn't it have been interesting if Mem did the narrating for the epilogue instead? That would have been very, very interesting. And have this in the epilogue arc. Because I said I would have liked to have, for each chapter of the mini epilogue arc, to have a chapter for each character, maybe a chapter or two for each character. This should have been in. Why is this here? Why? Why was this not in the actual manga? I have to keep asking this. I don't understand. I really don't understand why this was a bonus chapter, when in all reality, it should have just been part of the epilogue. everyone is alone. Now we'll get back to this. Everyone is alone. When they connect with someone, their wounds increase. In an era where it's hard to find someone to love. Then it says here, Yoriko Kichijoji, by a twist of fate, I have started a serialization with Shikucho Food Report. The title is Kakasubi Subi Kakutoji. It's a strange name, but sorry if I butcher that name. It's a strange name, but I'm putting a lot of effort into it. So please give it a read. Yay! Weekly! I'm so nervous. I feel like I might vomit, but I'm determined to see it through. If someone says, why don't you let Abiko-sensei do it instead? I won't listen. Like, I'll do my best. And then 179 Anonymous says, humans are all the same on the inside. Everyone is trash. And then says, I guess the person I finally found to love is called my Oshi. See. But we are actually just ordinary humans. And then it says here about then Taiki says, I also thought about dying. I thought about it many times, but I had one family member left. That's why I'm alive, to live. I think that's it for this part. All right. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Oh crap. I want to make sure I did not lose my spot. There we go. I can't become perfect. The changes in the roles of talent and management from the perspective of care relationships. There are constant scandals and uproars on social media. However, one company that remains largely unaffected is Ichigo Production. They were among the first in the industry to establish standardized social media response teams and teams dedicated to countering defamation. I'm trying not to repeat myself here, but like this stuff here should have been in the epilogue. This should have not been a bonus chapter. This shit here should have been straight up in the epilogue arc. This should have been way before the ending. People are saying that this makes the ending worse. I don't think it, so far, I don't think this makes the ending worse. It just really irritates me that this straight up should have been in the epilogue. It proves my point that the epilogue was really rushed, and a lot of this content here, for me, was meant to be in the epilogue. That's what it seems like to me. I'm very curious what you guys think, because I remember in I think it was a couple of chapters, I think it was 165, and maybe even 166, but I think it was 165 in particular, that there was some like missing dialogue to an extent, and one of them was at Ichigo Productions, and I wonder if this portion here that we're looking at here about Ichigo Productions was supposed to go there. Same with some of the other stuff that we're seeing about like the manga and all that. I wonder if it was supposed to go in these specific spots where there was like no dialogue. That would make a lot of sense. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, because that's what it seems to me, that a lot of this stuff was supposed to go where there was like no dialogue. But do I think that this makes the ending for Oshinoko worse? No, I don't. I don't think this is like My Hero Academia, where like it's still a huge clusterfuck. I don't give a shit if you thumbs me down for that. I still think that ending is a clusterfuck. This is not that. This is just, to me, as I'm looking at this, to me this is just content that should have been in the epilogue chapters. That's what it is to me in terms of this bonus content. Let's see. Countering defamation and have also created their own SNS policy. In contrast to the many agencies that merely assign the responsibility of handling defamation cases to the talent themselves, once legal action is required, Ichigo Production has standardized the process of proxy lawsuits, which reflects their strict approach. Naturally, ensuring the safety of their talent is a top priority. The unusual nature of this approach can be attributed to the past tragic incident involving the murder of former talents Hoshino Aqua and I. You know what? I was thinking about it for a second, and yeah, just I is understandable, but Aqua, it took me a second. It's like, yeah, Aqua did technically kill himself, essentially, because he was worried about Ruby and how it would affect Ruby. So yeah, I see it. Um, the company president, Saito Miyako, is likely influenced by this experience. Okay, 182, Anonymous. This world is full of liars. No shit! My vision is different, definitely different from the one in everyone else. And then says here with the trends, Japan's trend, Frill Shiranui, 57,486 posts. Number 2, Japan's trend was Mary, 2,468 posts. The number 3 Japan trend, EPG, 2,164 posts. 4, music trend, Gadoban, 1,978 posts. And then 5, Asia Pacific trend, heavy rain warning. What? That was weird. Okay. Let's see. I really want you to be happy, you know. And then 183 posts, 183 anonymous, but people aren't just made of lies. No, they're not, but it doesn't mean that it's just like, I have to quote House here. It's just part of the human condition that everybody lies. I love House. That show is just amazing. I want 184 anonymous says, I wonder if that's true. And then responds, everyone is desperately living today too. And 185 anonymous says, yes, that's right. And then Mem says, we are actually all alone while getting all torn up and hurt. It's very true. This art here is really nice, though. I like this. Where for under 184, you see a girl like dancing like this, like moving like this, and the hair blowing in the wind. And then 185, like reaching out like that. It's beautiful. I wish to love you. And then it goes, I wish to love you in the same world as you. And I believe that love is there. And then there's, we see Arima and them. May happiness be with you in your Oshi. Aw, Mem looks so cute here. Do you love it? Oshi, then it ends with, do you love it to the point of dying? And people are pissed at this. And Donut 2X says, don't let the shitty ending distract you from the fact that there might be season 3 news revealed at Jump Festa on December 22nd. The anime is our only hope now. Cope. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to say that, people are just over fucking reacting. I said this in my live reaction for 166. You guys are overreacting. This is not the worst ending of 2024. I will do a video on the worst endings of 2024. I'm waiting for why the video is not done for it yet is because there are a couple of series. Today is the 17th. There's a couple, which is a Tuesday. There's a couple of series ending on Saturday, which is Tokyo Underworld and Sherry's Love is 8 meters tall. I want to cover those two first to make sure that they're good endings. Because if they're not good endings, I want to include them on the list. So far, Tokyo Underworld doesn't seem like it's going to be a bad ending. And Sherry's Love is 8 meters tall. I'm really hoping that it's not going to be a bad ending. I really hope not. But once I have that all set, then I will do the list. Hopefully, God, I don't think Mission Yozakura Family is ending this year. I don't think Undead Unluck is ending this year either. I think Undead Unluck is ending next year. But yeah, I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row for series that are ending or have ended, and then I will cover it. But to those that are saying Oshinoko is the worst ending of this year, you are full of shit. If for those of you that are saying Oshinoko is the worst ending of all time, you are definitely full of shit, and you have not read, or you have not read Domestic Not Kanojo, because that ending is still the worst ending of all time. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. I covered Domestic Not Kanojo for a long ass time, and those of you remember. If you were with me when I covered Domestic Not Kanojo, know how much I fucking hate that ending. I had to make a couple of I think I made at least 1 or 2 videos about how shitty that ending was. And I remember, and Sasuke got attacked for it too. Oh my god, it was horrible. Poor Sasuke. Sasuke Sensei deserves better. But I will say this right now, May I Live With You, their new series is really, really good. And I am covering it, so please go check out May I Live With You, or / Can I Live With You. But in terms of Oshinoka, let me get back to this. This ending is not that bad. It is not that bad. The people that are saying that is bad are either mainstreamers, they are tourists, or they are rage baiters. I've seen so much of that shit. It's driving me up the fucking wall. They have not read, and they're saying that it's worse than Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia. They are full of shit, and they are just baiting you. It is not worse than Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not worse than My Hero Academia. Because here's how I'm going to brief, because this will give you a little insight on how I'm ranking my endings here. Because unlike, say, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Oshinoko's ending is actually fixable. It is. It can be fixed, like, no problem. All they needed to do was the stuff that was here, as I've been saying throughout all this, the stuff that was here in these extra pages, they just needed to put that in the epilogue. That's all they really need to do. This stuff here is like the foundation of what needed to, all the stuff that was here, especially for like Arima and for Akane and for like Ichigo Productions and stuff like that. This shit was, a lot of that was what I wanted in, you know, the epilogue arc. If they would have just given me like a couple of chapters with that, and also, there was, oh god, there was like a couple of other things too I needed expanded upon. But other than that, like, it really didn't need much. It didn't. There was plenty of room to work with to fix this ending. It really didn't need that much. Whereas Jujutsu Kaisen, on the other hand, you needed to like completely overhaul a bunch of chapters to fix that ending. That ending needed a complete overhaul, kind of like with Domestic Nakanojo. That shit needs a complete overhaul for it to be fixed. It does. My Hero Academia, and in terms of like, same with like Noragami. Noragami needs an overhaul too. Oh, that fucking ending pissed me off so much. Oh god. But yeah. But this extra chapter is not that bad. It is not. I don't know why people are bitching about it. Like, were people just bitching because they didn't get their... I know some people were bitching because of their ship. Nah, if you want to get pissed off about a series ending where you didn't get your ship, Domestic Nakanojo is one of them, but nah, Kanojo is the one to be mad at. Oh, I'm still mad at that ending. Oh, God. I hate Kanojo's ending for that reason. And they also assassinated my girl Mirka's character for that shit, too. I was so pissed. Oh, my God. I hated that ending so much for that. Like, again, I've seen people saying shit about character assassination. I've seen people saying shit about ships. I'm like, motherfucker, you are being so stupid about this. I've seen worse. I've seen way worse. So I'm just like, dude, you guys are, that's what I said. These people are either being tourists. These people are either tourists. They're mainstreamers, I feel like, would be tourists in this situation based on like other shit. Or they're just baiting and rage baiting just because, so they could get clicks. But what do I know? I'm fucking shadow banned, so even if I say anything, like, none of my shit gets seen anyway, so I might as well be screaming into the void or complaining into the void. It's ridiculous. I don't know why, but it is. But do I think the anime will say? Look, if you're thinking the anime is gonna save it, what I hope the anime does, if to play the devil's advocate here, what I hope the anime does is it actually gives us the epilogue arc that I envision in my head. If it does that, I will be happy. If it doesn't do that, then I will be mad. That's the only thing that I could hope the epilogue arc does. You're not, for those thinking, oh, Aqua's gonna not die. Aqua's going to die regardless, whether you like it or not. It was planned from the beginning that Aqua was going to die. I don't know why motherfuckers thought that Aqua was not going to die. You guys are fucking stupid, for those of you that thought that Aqua was going to survive. I said it throughout my entire, I covered Oshinoko for like over 3 years, okay? You can watch all my live reactions. I straight up said throughout all this that Aqua was going to die. Period. Those that thought otherwise are delusional as fuck. You're just as bad as the Bakudeku shippers. You guys are dumb if you thought that Aqua was going to survive. I knew he was going to die. I knew he was. The only thing I would say I'm a little bit annoyed about is that part of me is kind of annoyed that we didn't get to see like Arima die or something like that because of like the death flag that was kind of signified near before the final stage. I would have kind of liked to seen that something go with that, but other than that, like I'm not mad at this. I'm really not, but I'm curious what you guys think of this. What do you guys think of this bonus chapter? Are you like me where it's like, dude, this is the stuff that should have been in this epilogue arc. Why is this here? This should have been there instead. I don't understand why it wasn't there. Or are you guys like, well, this makes the ending worse? This is not making the ending worse. I'm not sorry. It is not making the ending worse. This is stuff that just should have been in the epilogue. That's my opinion. I'm going to probably title this, why wasn't this in the epilogue chapters? Why? Why was this not in the epilogue why was this not in the epilogue chapters? It makes no sense why this wasn't in the actual epilogue arc. It doesn't. That's what this was, at least to me. This could have just been straight up an epilogue arc, and I would have been happy. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more manga content. A few ways you can do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.